welcome back to Real Estate War Stories. I'm your host, Felicia, aka your favorite home agent. And I'm so excited for my guest today. Justin, thank you so much for coming on. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, what do you do, how long you've been in the business?
So my name is Justin White. I'm a real estate agent as well. I've been in the business for about 2 years now.
Awesome. And what made you decide to get into real estate?
Graduated college, came out, graduated during COVID, went to college for computer science. Kind of the jobs were, everything was shutting down, so I decided to do something while I had off time, free time. I was also doing rental real estate in between semesters of college, so that I was just like, might as well just take it full-fledged and get into sales.
That's great. You never look back.
No.
Okay, that's what happens. That's what happens. So that's awesome. So I'm excited to hear then, what is your real estate war story that you want to share today?
I mean, everybody remembers their first deal, right? Everybody remembers their first deal. My first deal was in Valley Stream. I won't say no names, yeah, it was in Valley Stream. I had clients who, I made a mistake in the beginning, of course, right? It was my first deal. I didn't know that there were school tax, general tax, and then village taxes. So I missed out on the village taxes, right? So that was a whole big commotion between the deal.
You were working on with the buyer?
I was working, no, that was listings.
Oh, it was a listing.
Listing.
Congrats,
Yes,
a listing
right.
on your first deal. Okay, I see you.
So I was the listing agent. So they started calling me misrepresentation, all of that. I started to get scared. Thought I was gonna get sued, the whole nine, right?
God.
So I was sweating bullets throughout those first 40 hours of them finding out that the taxes were the right taxes, right? So fast forward now, we got past that. It's time for final walkthrough. Final walkthrough comes. I didn't know that they were supposed to check the water, make sure everything is working. My clients turned off everything. They turned off the gas, turned off the water, they turned off the electricity. When I tell you I had to reschedule final walkthrough the next day because I had to clean the fridge. My client turned off the electric but left everything, leftovers, milk, eggs, broken eggs in the fridge, the whole nine. And they left a whole pile of clothes. They left dressers. They left.
Oh.
It was a nightmare.
Was it the day of closing, or you did it the day
I went in, I was lucky enough that I got in an hour before I walked through. They already moved out. They already moved out the house. They already bought another house and they moved out to Jersey. So there was no one there. So I was able to go there an hour early and check out the property. Called the agent immediately and just said it's not going to work out. It's just not going to work out today. So from that time to the next day of walkthrough, I was in that house. Cleaning, mind you, there's no electricity. This is in December, so there's no heat. I'm in there at 3 in the morning with my flashlight, my phone, cleaning the fridge, cleaning the house, getting the dressers out. I had to hire a couple of people. I had to hire like 4 people to move the stuff out and throw it out, or either put it in a U-Haul. And some people took some stuff, some people threw some stuff out. But I'm telling you, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And then to put the cherry on top, the sellers decide not to come to closing. The sellers, because of the fact that they left everything. It was a huge problem because I wasn't able to get everything out. So there was still an issue with the buyers coming to the final walkthrough and them not having a clean, broom swept, vacant house, right? So that was an issue. So they sent me to closing by myself in the midst of everything, and also lost the front door key. So now I'm going to a closing for a buyer who still has stuff in the property. I'm up 24 hours straight, was cleaning the property, and now I'm going there and closing on a deal, and they have no key to the house.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
So what they have to do, get a locksmith or something?
They had to get a locksmith, they had to change the lock that day. And thankfully, we were able to set the closing table. They didn't have to hold anything at escrow, so everything went through. And it was sold, but that was a rude awakening for real estate. That kind of woke me up into, this is not rentals anymore. This is not rentals.
And how was the relationship with you and the buyer's agent? Were they like?
It was smooth at first. It was because it was a company to company, kind of transaction. But just like anybody, I would get pissed off too. Now that I'm 2 years in, if an agent was to, do that, not have the heat, not have the water on, I'm gonna be pissed off too. It's like, you don't know what you're doing. You know, so I felt that energy, and then on top of that, I felt because right, we're always taught to fake it till you make it. Right, so I'm faking it as if I've been in the business for a while. I know what I'm doing. So, and then for this to happen, it was just like, I got a lot to learn. So thankfully, after that deal, I put some people in my corner who have taught me different ways of doing business, better ways of doing business. And you know, I'm still here today, so I'm still fighting through.
That's a story. So based off of that story, what piece of advice would you give to new agents that are starting that you wish you would have known maybe when you first started?
Don't be afraid to get a coach, whether you have to pay, whether you have to spend time. Don't be afraid to get a mentor. Like I said, we're all taught to fake it till you make it, right? But at the end of the day, the best of the best have coaches. You know, you talk to the best athletes, you talk to the best agents still in this business, or you talk to anybody who's at the top level, they all have a coach. So there's no reason why any new agent shouldn't have one. And I learned the hard way.
But even experienced agents can have a coach too, because sometimes that will help you to even expand your business at a different level. So I agree. So thank you so much for sharing. If our followers want to follow you on social media, if you want to go ahead and drop your handle.
Yeah, so it's at Next Stop Realtor. Next Stop Realtor on Instagram, Facebook. You can find me in all the social platforms.
Awesome. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.